course. Well, I definitely started on guitar. The music was all around my house, of course, with my father being Larry Carlton. And my mother was also a high school choir teacher, my choir teacher in high school, by the way. So, music was always around our house. And, we had all kinds of music and musical instruments around, ready to be played. My mom plays piano also. And, guitar, of course, seemed like the natural thing. So I probably started messing with that, around 7 or 8, but definitely not serious at all. And at about 10, I kind of discovered Jimi Hendrix and thought Hendrix was God, I think, as most of us did. And I started playing guitar and loved it, but was a total rocker, had my little garage band going and all that. And somewhere around high school, I'd always played bass because we definitely had one in our house, and it wasn't a hard switch for me. But of course, the inevitable thing that happens for most bass players is their friend has a band, they need a bass player. So, I started playing bass. Well, yeah, I can do that. Well, kind of instantly within joining this little high school rock band, I kind of felt like I had found my voice. Like, I played guitar mostly my whole life, but it wasn't really as natural to me. It wasn't hard, but I never felt creative. I always was just regurgitating things that I had learned, and kind of instantly when I picked up the bass, I felt a connection of like, this is, the instrument I'm supposed to be playing, because I felt freedom and just kind of writing parts and writing songs. It was definitely the right choice. But, I think most bass players started on guitar, so definitely I'm no different there. But don't ask me to play guitar now because I don't remember any of it. Some of my favorites growing up was Paul Jackson from the Headhunters. It's kind of like my mecca of just groove and freedom. Abraham Laboriel, of course, watching him play so much growing up with my father was just a huge influence on me. Just of, his overall groove and pocket, and kind of the freedom that he has on the instrument still to this day just blows me away. Also really huge into Oteil Burbridge. Plays with the Allman Brothers, and amongst, his own band, Oteil and the Peacemakers. Oteil is just a beast. He's like, my feelings of like the best of all around as far as an electric bass player, being that you can see him with the Allman Brothers and he's playing a 4-string P bass or jazz bass with a pick, just grooving. But then you go hear his band, he's playing a 6-string Federa, chords all over the place, chops for years. Just unbelievable. Oteil's a beast, man. And also Jimmy Haslip, so many, man. Really into Ray Brown as far as jazz players, Ron Carter. I think kind of all the normal people that everybody's into, but definitely big shout outs to Paul Jackson, Abe Laboriel, and Oteil, kind of my top guys. Touring with my dad is a different thing as opposed to touring with Robin. I also toured with pop star Sarah Bareilles and a couple other people. But, touring with family is so different. But my dad's pretty cool, man, because I never actually grew up in the same household as my dad. He was every other weekend when he was home and not on the tour kind of thing. So although, there is a father-son relationship there, it's maybe not typical to most families, but you think about touring with your dad, things are different than playing with other people. And but it's been really cool, man, getting to share our joy of music together is just a phenomenal thing. The lineage of him getting to show me stuff on the road and play, and life lessons there for sure. And getting to play with Robin for the last few years has just been incredible, man. I've grown up, my father's a huge fan of Robin Ford, as was my mother. So I definitely grew up, with hearing Robin Ford and when people would ask me so much, who are your favorite guitar players other than your father, you know, it was like Robin Ford, Jimi Hendrix, and John Scofield. So, I mean, that's just been a complete treat. Robin is an unbelievable human being and so gracious as a boss to kind of let me be me up there, you know, definitely trying to do his songs justice and all that, but he definitely is into letting me do my thing, as my father has been great with just letting me grow on his gig. You know, I started kind of young, maybe a little too young to be thrown into that situation, but you know, it's been a very blessed life to have been born into this musical thing, and definitely, you know, I don't take any of those advantages for granted.